lot of very serious looking runners here. I think I've made a terrible mistake. Well, I finished the 2010 Daegu World Firefighter Games half marathon and I feel pretty good. It was a pretty slow time, 2 hours and 50 minutes, which slower than my previous half marathon, which I finished in about 2 hours 40 minutes. I think I was slower today for a couple of reasons. One, the weather. It was so hot out there. According to my weather app, it feels 46 degrees at the moment. It doesn't feel quite that hot, but it's hot. It's certainly too hot for a marathon. And actually the full marathon was cancelled because of the heat. So we're talking about very extreme conditions out there. The other reason it took a long time was because I spent 5/6 of it on a bus, and it was a very slow bus. It was following the final runners, and I've got to say they were walking a lot. They were slow. No offense. So the slow bus behind them, 2 hours 50 minutes. So I did run for about a sixth of the course, which I'm satisfied with. I have a cold, so that stopped me training last week, and I thought I was over it. I took a lot of cold and flu tablets and vitamin C and drank a lot of water, but I think all the pills I took just masked the symptoms. And I woke up feeling okay this morning, but when I started running I just felt a bit fluey. My nose was dripping, and I spent 10 hours on a plane yesterday. You know, that takes it out of you. I felt a bit dehydrated from that, even though I drank a lot of water and had to go to the toilet about 7 or 8 times. You know, when you spend that amount of time on a plane, you don't feel 100%. And, you know, I'm not even a real firefighter. So I think I did pretty well. And to be honest, I felt like a bit of a fraud this morning. You know, waiting at the starting line with all these firemen. You know, they're asking me where I work. Canberra. Yeah, I put out heaps of fires. Big fires, small fires, hot fires. Rescued kittens from trees. I do all that shit. So I started, felt a bit sick, felt guilty about lying to everybody. And after 3.5 Ks I thought, I need to be honest. Stop. So I did that. I got on the bus, and it was a pretty boring bus trip. So that's it for the Daegu Firefighter Games 2010. My next half marathon will be in a few weeks, September 10, up at the DMZ, right by North Korea. They have bulletproof buses. I'm going to start training for that this afternoon, because I'm not tired at all from this morning's run. I was limping early, but that was just because everybody else was limping. I'm fine. Okay.